shit, I get to start off. So, y'all, welcome to the internet. This is my first time DMing on the channel, so it's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet. I'm here in the DM spot because guess what? I'm gonna run a mystery today because we wanted to give our DM a nice little break tonight so they can unfrazzle their noggin and have some fun and get some laughs in. Because we're friends. That's what friends do. Thank you. Of course. But yeah, welcome to Elegant Creatures, nice little Monster of the Week game that happens every Thursday here at GGK Game Nights. But today, we're not running that. Today, we're running a nice little one-shot that takes place in the Elegant Creatures universe, another Tales of Concord. Or what did we call it last time? Did we call it Terror Tales of Concord, or did we just call it Tales of Concord?
If you go to our YouTube channel where we post all our videos, you can find out.
You can check that wonderful, wonderful VOD of the last time we did this. So you can
The Queer
confirm.
Chronicles of Concord.
Yes, there we go. The Quail Chronicles of Concord. Yeah, but let's get started so we can introduce our players, starting with Val to the left of me. Please take it away so I can stop talking.
Hi, everyone. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown, wherever I happen to be on the internet. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing running games. I guess we should talk about our new schedule, because that's going to affect tomorrow and we forgot about it. So I run 2 games on our channel, one of which is the Dragon Age game, which we had been playing on Fridays. That game is going to actually be moving to Monday nights, where same game, same folks, but we're going to be playing on our Monday night time slot instead. And then I also run a game on Saturdays called Ward 47, Saturday afternoons at 4 o'clock Eastern time. We're playing a game, a system called Parselinks. But tonight I'm going to be playing Leah, who is I forgot what my class is. The Flake. Thank you.
You also didn't talk about the rest of the schedule, and everybody's going to think Mondays are...
I was going to let you talk about it. You go next.
I don't want everyone to be scared.
I was going to let you do it because you go next.
Hi, I go next. I'm a corpse. I'm a literal corpse who just got home from work. Literally, like 8 minutes ago. Hi.
Thank you for playing this game.
You are the best.
Hi, I'm Savvy. You can find me on the internet at Savvy Seaworth, wherever you find people on the internet, unless I die. No, for the rest of our schedule changes, Strixhaven, which usually happens on Mondays, is not going away. It's just moving, because we have some cast member schedules that are changing and some time zones that are changing. So we're now going to be doubling up on Saturdays, and D&D that I run is going to be on Saturday mornings at 11 o'clock Eastern time, before Ward 47. So if you want to come hang out with me and Val and Sid all fucking day Saturday, you can do that. But it's not going away, I promise. We're even gonna play this Saturday. We won't have Rob for the next few weeks because, he went to a different country and it's really difficult, and also the holidays are difficult. But we are at least going to do some kind of one shot on Saturday at 11 in the morning Eastern time. So come hang out with us. And then you can find me on Sunday nights on LB's channel, twitch.tv/LB. Tonight I'm playing Juno tonight. It's been a minute. Who is the monstrous?
And let's all go over to Alex.
Hello. Hello. I'm Alex. Apparently my voice is being uncooperative today. Which actually, did I say anything today before getting on this Zoom call?
You have not spoken a word.
Have you spoken today?
I don't think you have.
Yeah, no, I ordered food earlier. Anyway, hi, I'm Alex. Apparently I don't speak much when, I don't have work meetings or games happening. I am OMG at some guy on the internets. Usually I'm here Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays it's either going to be our Escape Velocity game, our Squire Squad game, or Escape Velocity is Stars Without Number. Squire Squad is the Masks game that I run, or as we are figuring out the end of Squire Squad and dealing with people's schedules, LB is running a pickup game of Monster of the Week, which is called Cage Unlocked. We just had our first session of that last week. Tuesday's weird, so the best way to know what we're doing on a given Tuesday is to follow us on the social medias. And then I'm also on LB's channel Sunday nights for the shenanigans over there. But today I am playing Max, who is the action scientist.
Wonderful. And RJ?
Hello, everybody. I'm RJ, and you can catch me at rjustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, also I'm on Hive too. Yeah, I haven't posted there yet, but that's also a thing. You can catch me in several places, mostly on the Indoor Adventures and the Hype Goblins on Mondays and Sundays, and here, of course, on Thursdays and Saturdays. But we'll talk about that in a hot second. Oh no, we'll talk about that now. Today I'm playing Gus, and he's the chosen.
And last but not least, Greek Sid.
Hi, I'm Sid. You can find me on Twitter and Hive Social at Greek Sid. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays. Can I still say that? Yes, I can. Mostly playing in games. As mentioned, I usually run this game on Thursdays, but my brain has turned to mush and then just left the building. So Wally was nice enough to let us play because, life and medical things and everything else have prevented me from getting to run this game for my wonderful friends for a month. Hence, people forgetting what their playbooks are because we literally haven't visited these characters in a very long time, and I'm sorry. So I just want to make sure I could see my pals and y'all could have some fun tonight. So thanks, Wally, and thanks for friends literally speeding down the highway to get home to play games. Tonight,
Legally, just for legal purposes, I was not
Legally.
speeding.
no, sorry,
Yes.
that was me being hyperbolic.
For
of course you did.
narrative purposes, I did just recently get a new car that's much faster than my old one.
Vroom, vroom. No, of course he obeyed traffic laws. Of course.
All of them.
All the traffic laws.
All the ones I know.
Even the boring ones.
Even the boring ones.
I have my seatbelt on.
There you go.
Hey.
That
That's
counts,
not
and
a
you did
lie, I
it.
did.
That's it.
Excellent. Tonight, I'm gonna play a pal of ours, and her name's Pam. Yeah, and she's the wronged, and I'm very excited.
Wonderful. And of course, it's me, Wally. You can find me on Twitter at WALE132, like the cute little Disney robot, where I'm talking about all the stuff that I'm in the games that I play in. Because guess what? I can now say it. You can find me here Thursdays through Mondays here on GGK Game Nights. What am I doing? I guess I could talk about... Can I talk about... Yeah, I can talk about that. Yeah, that's right. You're going to see me every Saturday here in Saturday mornings for some GGK the Sat AM. I'm calling it that. GGK the Sat AM, differentiate from GGK the Adventures of, which is the early morning version of this show. But yes, I'll be there playing some D&D with these wonderful people. And then you can find me, of course, every Thursday here playing some Monster of the Week and, of course, some good old Dragon Age TTRPG action. Oh, did we say we're moving? Did we see that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there on the Monday. So, yeah, that's where you can find me. And, well, if everyone is ready to go, let's get started for the second installment of Terror Tales of Concord. Ba-da! Title card. We open up the evening. Nice, normal evening in Concord. People are going to bars, leaving bars, going to dinner, leaving from dinner, coming home from work, or going to work, as people do work at night. But tonight, we're going to be focusing on one person. One gentleman named Devin Michaels. Devin is currently sitting at the Psychopomp, having a drink, looking at their phone, scrolling through it, and then they stop. Their eyes widen. They knock back their drink. They slam their hand on the table. Gus, it happened. I got the part. that play that I auditioned for, but Gus, it finally happened. I got the part. You know that. Whew, this is it. This is gonna be my big break. I feel it. This is it. This is it. This is it for me.
Gus goes behind the bar, gets like a bottle of vodka, pours out a shot, walks over. 2 shot glasses, one for him, one for Gus. Cheers.
Thanks. Ooh, oh, I've never drank vodka before.
You should have told me that before I served you.
I thought it was water.
In a shot glass, Michael.
Yeah. But thank you. Wow, this is actually tasty. It burns on the way down. But thanks, Gus. You've been supporting me this entire time. I was like, doing the late night auditions and everything. You've been a big support, so I gotta thank you.
What can I say? I'm a patron of the arts.
He reaches over and gives Gus like a hug, and then like pulls him in for an even tighter hug because he's very excited.
Okay. All right, buddy.
All right. I'm telling you, you're gonna see my name up in lights. Devin Michaels. Everyone remember that name. Devin Michaels. And he continues to head on out into the night as you see Devin leave the psychopomp.
Your tap. Whatever.
The camera continues following Devin as he's walking home. You see him scrolling through his phone, looking at the various messages that he has, and the one that he's currently focused on right now is from a phone number that he listed as Victor. It says, "Devin, thank you so much for your audition that you gave us. And I am proud to say that we have chosen you for our leading role in our next play. We will send you the script starting tomorrow, and then we can begin rehearsals as soon as possible. Just be prepared to work hard and sing your ass off." Devin is scrolling through, he's looking over this message over and over again as he's walking through the street. But then we notice that the camera cuts to someone else's point of view. A large person watching Devin from the shadows. This person gets up and starts following Devin. Slow, dragging footsteps. Devin looks over his shoulder slightly, pays no mind, keeps on walking. The sound of slow, dragging footsteps gets faster and faster behind Devin. Nervous, Devin starts to walk faster himself. The sound of the footsteps get closer and closer and closer, faster, louder. The dragging thud of heavy footfalls coming after Devin gets closer and closer. We see a black leathered hand reaching out for Devin's shoulder when suddenly, as Devin turns around and goes to slap the guy across the face, and everything blacks out. We fast forward to 3 days from now. There are reports of missing people within Concord. The latest person was Devin Michaels. He went missing 3 days ago at 11 p.m. But that's not important. What's important right now is it's a nice brand new day in Concord. You guys are starting your days as you normally do. Whatever you may do in the early morning times. Why don't we actually go around? What does everyone do as like they're part of their early morning routine? Because I don't think we ever even discussed that. Why don't we start? What does anyone want to jump in and start off?
Sleep.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Max is in the workshop tinkering away at something. Not necessarily important what it is, maybe some new gear for the crew for the next time. Because we've been in a lot of situations where we've nearly gotten blown the fuck up lately. And might be good to have something to help with that. And I don't know, maybe this is something we'll need to ask Sid for permission for to bring over into the main game as well, but starting to work on some kind of basically the shield spell in D&D, just like a personal force field that pops up to protect from harm.
Oh, we can play with that. Yeah. I love that.
Okay.
For Gus, he has gotten up early and is at the bar, kind of cleaning things up from the night prior.
Okay. All right. Juno, though, when you start your day, something interesting happens. You get 0 texts from Sandy, which is pretty not uncommon. But the fact that he didn't send you the usual cat face emoji that is their good morning text to you has not come through.
Is it still early?
At this point, it is getting close to 11 a.m. and you still haven't gotten any text from him.
I'll text Gus. Hey, have you heard from Sandy?
Have I heard from Sandy?
Gus, since last night, you have not heard anything from Sandy.
Last I heard, he was going on about something. What was it? Gucci? Prada? Suit. It was a suit. But that was last night.
Okay. I'll try to call him. He's probably just sleeping in.
Thumbs up emoji.
I'll call Sandy.
So you call Sandy's phone. Rings. 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 Hello?
Sandy?
Ah, yes, actually, this is my voice message. I'm not
Damn
in
it.
right now.
What an asshole!
But please leave a message and I'll get back to you in my most available convenience. Beep.
I thought I asked you to change that. Whatever. Call me when you get this. Is that you? That's a different cat. You're not Sandy.
It's Otis.
It's
This is
Otis.
Otis meowing.
Otis?
So, so after that
She just
call,
walked in here, screamed at me, and then walked out.
rude. Cats, though. That was at 11 o'clock. It is now getting close to 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. None of you have heard anything from Sandy. Usually at this time, Sandy will be coming by Max's place to, eat some food that he obviously didn't buy, or he'll come by Gus, or he'll come by the bar and, drink drinks that he didn't pay for. Or the fact that he will just run into Lee in the middle of the street and ask to borrow $20. These are the usual things that you see Sandy do throughout the course of the day, but you have not seen him once at all in all of your travels.
He's very upset, wakes up at 3, and is very upset that the usual 3 p.m. Coffee that is usually waiting outside of her apartment is not there, and text Juno and be like, where the fuck is Sandy?
Have you not heard from him either?
No, I just got up and usually drops me off a coffee on his way downtown.
I think I'm gonna go to his place and see if something's wrong.
Do you want any help? Or is this kind of is this a drop in? Is this kind of a her sort of thing? You don't want me to come with you?
No, I haven't heard from him all day, and nobody else has either, so...
Okay. Alright. I'll meet you over there then.
Okay. Over there.
Okay. So do you tell the others that you're going over there, or are you just going over it immediately?
Yeah, I'll just send a text.
Okay, so you all get a text from Juno explaining what they're doing. You arrive at Sandy's office or his office / apartment / domicile, place of business. And you get there, you see Chauncey kind of pacing a bit in the front office area, just going back and forth, and just looks kind of frantic. And when you walk in, Juno, he looks up like, Juno, and he scuttles on over to you.
Hey, Chauncey.
Hey, you've seen Sandy anywhere?
No. Have you not either?
No, I haven't at all. I mean, I had his suit pressed ready to go for the day, but it looked like he didn't even show up last night.
He didn't come home?
No, he heads over to the office and he opens the door, and it looks like it has not been touched in over a day. You see his office, his bed is completely made. You see that his chair is pulled out from the desk like he was sitting there before he got up, but it looks like he hasn't been there since he left the last time from his office.
What the hell?
Yeah, I thought he was hanging out with you guys, doing whatever you guys do, like blow yourselves up.
To be fair, that's a Gus thing. Hi, I'm here now.
Hey, Leah.
Hey.
He holds up a cup of coffee to Leah.
Oh, thank you.
Sandy didn't come home last night.
Oh. Weird.
Yeah.
Business?
I don't know if it's business or not. I mean, you guys can check out his office. He has his planner in there and everything, and I was looking through it, but didn't seem like anything that would keep him from not contacting me or any of you.
He didn't leave his phone or anything, did he?
No, he usually keeps that with him. This is, his lifeline kind of thing.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Chauncey.
Yeah, sure. You guys can check it out, the office. I better make some phone calls today. He's not going to be showing up. And you see him head over to his desk, hop on a phone book, and pulls out a rotary phone and starts making phone calls.
Maybe we should go talk to the others.
I really thought you'd be jumping at the chance to go through Sandy's stuff.
I haven't had my coffee yet. Give me a second.
You have it.
I-
Literally, you have it.
What do you think? I just shotgunned it? It's hot.
I don't know what
I'm waiting
you
for
do.
it to cool.
Well, I'll look around then.
Start sipping on her coffee.
I'm not sure why you offered to help if you're not going to help.
A lot of judgments being made right now about my
not a
willingness
judgment,
to or
it's-
not to help.
It's an observation about what's literally happening to me right now.
Yeah, I can once I get some caffeine going, tap it to the psychic weave and see what I can pluck from the loom of fate to.
I thought that was only for people.
Sandy, not people.
Well, I just meant he's not here, so what the fuck are you guys doing? Stop it.
Oh, you mean the bullshit?
I'm gonna go look at Sandy's planner.
Okay.
You're making me tired.
So,
You're making me tired. I'm already up so early.
It's 4
It's
p.m.
like the crack of dawn.
It's the sun's gonna go down soon.
The mess of my sleep schedule getting me out this early.
Do you listen when other people talk, or do you just wait for your chance to make another comment?
This coffee's pretty good, though. What'd you say?
I'm gonna go. Nothing. I'm gonna go look through Sandy's planner.
so you head over.
Mother alone.
You head over to Sandy's desk. You see, there is a black, not a black book, a brown ledger sitting on top of the desk that says day planner on it. When you open it, you see that it's a normal type of day planner. It's everything is written down, what he does every single day. And they're the days that have already passed been X'd out completely. So it's kind of hard to see exactly what he does every single day. But you can see that on the list of things that happened that previous day, that before the day he went missing, you see that it says at 8 a.m. it says make my daily rounds. It says then at 11 a.m. bug Gus. Then it says noon, find sunbeam to nap in. And then it says 1 p.m. Go to Isabella. And then it says at 5 p.m. Talk business with Victor.
Leah, do you know who these people are?
I know who Gus is.
Okay. What about the other ones?
Not names that I've heard of.
Mm,
Maybe Chauncey knows?
maybe. He said he didn't see anything weird. Hey, Chauncey.
Yeah.
Who's Victor?
Oh, Victor. That's a new client Sandy picked up not too long ago. What's his name? Victor Stein. Yeah. New client that we picked up not too long ago is trying to fund a show. Sandy said he'd help him out with the funding.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna Google him.
Okay. So you Google up the name Victor Stein. Juno and Leah, how into pop culture are you two tapped into?
I think we've established extremely.
Okay, that case, you two definitely know the name Victor Stein. Victor Stein, well, not the name Victor Stein, but you do remember the last name Stein.
I know a Frankenstein.
You know a Frankenstein, yes. But the name Stein reminds you of the last name of someone else, though. A gentleman named Oliver Stein. Oliver Stein was a well-known teenage heartthrob actor that was big and about many years ago. They are the grandson of another famous actor named William H. Stein, who started off in doing small-time plays, but then eventually made it big by doing this one specific play called My Science Project. My Science Project was a very fantastic play. It was a retelling of the Jekyll and Hyde story. William did the play the first time, and then eventually his son Oliver did the next adaptation of the play, and now just recently Victor is working to fund the newest production of My Science Project.
So is Victor Oliver's son? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a legacy kind of actor.
Okay, gotcha. Oh shit.
Yeah, what's up?
Victor Stein, like the Steins. Oliver Stein. The actors?
Oh. Oh. Why is Sandy getting into theater? Or think they were trying to sell their soul?
It would surprise you that Sandy was into something theatrical.
I mean, it's just not that much money in it. These cats are really getting out of control.
He just keeps adopting them. I don't.
It's not kidding. Sandy just adopts random stray cats. Yes.
He just lets them in. They just walk in. Leave your brother alone. He's a grumpy old man. The acting family.
Okay. All right. So what are we worried about right now? That this person's done something to Sandy. It kind of seems like a big leap. He's just been gone like a day.
Well, I mean, that's not really what I was implying, but I just meant that might be the last person he talked to. That might be who he's still with. I don't know.
You want to call them and ask? Is their phone number?
Their phone number?
You see that
A
there
Rolodex?
there is a Rolodex
Yes.
on his desk. He does have a Rolodex. It is a beefy Rolodex. It is very beefy. You flip through it. You see names after names. Some names you recognize, some names you don't recognize, some names that make you go like, why is he have this name here? And you eventually will find it's under Stein, comma V.
I guess I'll call. Do you want to call?
Sure, I'll call.
Okay.
Boop.
Bring, bring,
You
bring,
didn't type
bring.
in any numbers or anything.
Okay, you want me to 555 1.
I want you to at least make enough dial tones.
And no, that was the wrong 1, 2, 0. Enter.
Bring, 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 bring. Gotcha. Yes.
Hi.
This is the phone of Mr. Stein. How can I help you?
Am I speaking with Mr. Stein currently?
No, this is his personal assistant, Pandora.
Pandora, hi. My name is Leah. I was hoping I could talk with Victor. Is he available?
Mr. Stein is very busy right now. His new play will be debuting soon.
Right, I see. Well, it's actually going to be related to his upcoming play. I believe it's my science project, correct? From my notes here. It can. I'm actually calling from the Gazette. I'm hoping to get him for an interview. Is he available for a telephone interview? We're really trying to get this piece out today. My editors on my ass. Excuse me, the language, but is really getting on to me to get this piece out today. We know.
Yes. Hold on 1 second, please. And you hear the sound of the phone like being set down, and you kind of hear like voices going on in the background going, you want someone? What do you mean I have someone I need to talk to? I'm very busy right now. But Mr. Stein, they said they wanted to have an interview. Oh, an interview, say. No. These are too important. Tell them I'm sorry, but if they really wanted me to talk later, we can arrange something this evening, maybe? Fine, Mr. Stein. Mr. Stein is busy today, but they will be open to discussions this evening.
All right.
Working with Sandy as a client. Just ask him if he's there.
That would be fine. I actually I'm working closely with, I think, a colleague of Mr. Stein's, one Sandalphon. Are you
Mr. Sandalphon is also quite busy.
Oh, he's there.
He is quite busy right now. He is not here, but he is currently busy working on the books, maintaining the budget for the play's release.
But
As
he's
you
not
know.
there currently.
No.
Okay. Do you know if I could get in touch with Mr. Sandalphon as well?
We are quite busy. I am sorry. Click.
If Sandy was working, he'd be here.
Right.
Do you think this is a sex thing?
Like, it could be. And that's the thing. I don't want to get I don't want to get too worried about stuff.
That was really suspicious, though.
Yeah. He didn't even ask about setting up a time for the interview.
I don't think he really wanted to.
I don't know. Should we just go get a drink?
It's like 4 p.m.
Do you not start your day with a drink?
I started my day about 12 hours ago.
You were awake 12 hours ago?
Mhm.
When do you sleep?
Before that, I don't have to sleep a lot.
Right. Let's go to the Psycho Pump. Meet up with the others and see
Alright.
what they think.
Okay. So you two are heading to the Psycho Pump?
Mhm.
Okay. Max and Gus, what are you two doing after you got the message from Juno that Sandy has not been seen since yesterday?
Gus is smoothing out some posters that he's stuck in the window of the psychopomp that are essentially missing persons.
Oh, okay. So you've been putting up these missing persons posters inside the Psychopomp. One of them you see is for Devin. Devin Michaels, who was here not too long ago. I think you can make a roll. You give me a roll. Give me a I think this will be a dig deep. I think, yeah.
You mean? I'm sorry. What am I rolling?
I think this would be an investigation that you definitely want to roll for this.
So we'll do just keep your cool.
Yeah,
because
keep
that's
your
like the
cool. Yeah.
general-
Yeah, just keep your cool because you're trying to you're trying to see if something just kind of triggers a little memory.
I got a 9.
Okay. You remember, you know that Devin, of course, is an actor. They have been trying their best, trying to make it big on the stage. You know that the other people who have been, that you put up as missing signs, have passed through the Psychopomp before. They're also actors.
If Max is at the bar, Gus will turn. So you heard about these missing peoples?
I mean, I guess it's, it's a big city. People come here to get lost all the time, but I guess these ones have been, enough people have been reporting them lately.
Yeah, it's a little weird that they're all actors.
That is weird. Some new director going, making them all go method and, abducted them in some kind of weird cult thing.
Oh, I really hope it's not like some human centipede bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, we already got centipede tars for that.
The what?
Centipede people.
No, it's literally the meme of the woman going, "The what?" I'm sorry.
Oh yes. Also, Pam is definitely. If you want Pam to also be at the Psychopomp with Max.
Yeah,
Max, I've been around the block and I've never heard about centipede people. Can you extrapolate? Can you?
I'm sorry. I hear centipede tar, and are they part Velociraptor or something?
They were one of the. Well, I don't want to make
I'm
sweeping generalizations,
I'm just
but
seeing a top half of a centipede, and instead of just 2 sets of little arms, I'm seeing 80 sets of little arms.
or is it like an entire centipede, but instead of the little arms, they're horse hooves?
I mean, it was more like
I don't know what's worse.
Think of just a big centipede, but they could talk and they had, actual, phalanges on limbs. They were one of the nastier customers that came over in the crossing, and well, they're not really welcome in Concord anymore.
Uh-huh.
Or I gotta know now, what'd they do to not be welcome? I feel like this is a long story. Maybe we shouldn't get into this right now. There's some prison
just-
things, but
There's the sound of like a bottle getting like scooted across the bar towards Pam. Just like a random IPA.
Well, not gonna curse you with knowing some of the more heinous shit they did. Let's just say that they weren't very welcome wherever they went. Lots of missing people, but typically found bodies afterwards.
well, let's hope that's not what we're dealing with. I mean, missing persons. That's easy. That's usually me and the kiddo's cup of tea. I mean, I could ask around, see if anyone's seen anybody.
I'd appreciate that, Pam.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I think at this point, Juno and Leah, you walk into this psychopomp, catching the very tail end of that conversation.
Centaur centipedes.
I
hey.
do have one thing before we get too far. I do have 2 start of mystery moves.
Oh!
I don't know if I should make those.
What are your start of mystery moves?
One is to connect the dots. That one I get some hold if I do well, and I can spend that to get extra stuff as the mystery goes on. The other one is premonitions, where I get a vision of something that is going to happen, and I get bonuses to try to stop it.
Okay, I will say, okay, we'll say, as you are walking, do you have to make a roll for your vision?
Yes, I have to roll for both of them.
Oh yeah, give me a roll for the roll you need to make for your vision, and tell me what
Okay.
the rules are.
So one is weird, and the other one is sharp. Okay. All right. This is for my vision. That's a 9.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go and roll for my other one too, just so I know how many points I have to spend. That one's also a 9.
Okay. What happens on a 9 in the first one?
On a 9 on the first one, for premonitions, on a 7 to 9, you get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen. And you mark experience if you stop it.
Okay.
I don't know if we're doing experience today.
So you're walking with Juno, heading to the psychopomp, and then suddenly, like, That's So Raven, it zooms in on your eye, and you see a hairless cat strapped to what looks like a really overly designed electric chair that has all of these lights, twinkling lights on it. And you then see these long rubber gloved hands dramatically reach in from off the panel, rests a hand on the little crown thing that you set on the person's head for the electric chair, like dramatically rests their fingers on top of it, and they slowly, very, very slowly lower it down on the cat's head, and the image stops.
How do I recognize this hairless cat?
You definitely recognize the hairless cat as Sandy.
I think we should get to the psychopomp a bit faster.
What's the matter?
I think Sandy's in trouble.
Okay.
It's going to be more efficient if I only have to tell the story once. Let's get there real quick.
All right.
You're 20 blocks away.
We walk in silence for the next 20 blocks, so I only have to do this once.
So we then cut right back to where we were before. You two walking into the psychopomp.
All right. I had a vision.
Okay.
Hello to you too.
Well,
Can
I
I
had a
get
dream last night. I
Thanks.
flew out to see Las Vegas, but
Some
you know.
water. That was a lot of walking. Like 20 blocks. in like 10 seconds.
Bottles are capped.
Bottle. Jeez, what am I, an animal?
Just a bottle of Fiji over the top.
Thank you.
Will you please say what happened now?
Hi, Juno. How you doing, darling?
I'm okay. Hi, Pam.
Okay.
You get to work. Oh, okay. I know we're ready. All right.
All right. I had a vision as we're walking over here. We got Sandy's place, talk to some people on the phone, real deep voice, says name Pandora, working with Sandy, something to do with theater. Anyway, had a vision on the way here of Sandy as a cat sitting in an electric chair and somebody lowering like the head thingy for the electric chair down onto him. Is Sandy in prison?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Why am
Also,
I not
I
surprised?
don't think they use the electric chair anymore.
That makes sense. So yeah, somebody's gonna electrocute Sandy.
Okay.
You said
who's-
something about Sandy's working with the theater.
Yeah. What was the
Yeah.
name? Juno?
Klein? Stein.
Stein. Victor Stein.
Like that big
the
thing that's coming
actor.
out, like the My Chemical the
my freaky experiment.
My
yeah
science
whatever
project.
Science project.
That's
yeah.
the one. Yeah.
Freaky Friday.
It's like
Have you ever-
orphans.
Have you guys ever seen the show? Maybe it had something to do with that.
I mean, I've seen the originals. I don't know much about this remake.
Well, Max, if you've seen the original, you remember the story was a very much a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of story about someone who created a potion as part of a science project for their high school science project, and it was exploring the duality of man and their good and their bad side while adding metaphors and stuff to it, all while coupled with some nice pop synth style musical numbers and some cheesy high school drama antics involved into it. It was very popular. It was very popular because it was the first ever goth horror musical production.
Pretty sure I've got the first cast album on like vinyl somewhere.
Is that the one where the guy goes, "What is a man? A miserable pile of flesh." No, that's Castlevania. Never mind.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Is there an electric chair in it?
There is definitely nothing like an electric chair in the play.
No electric chair, and some of the science is, well, it's mostly bogus. Some of it maybe could do, but
Lots of flasks and beakers and like pyrotechnics and shit like that.
Okay. Well, the only other thing we've got is, I don't know, and if they're holding Sandy hostage for some reason. I don't really want to speculate on the reason. It could be a lot of reasons.
Do you think it's a sex thing, darling?
Well, see, that's what I thought at first, but I don't know. The answer on the phone was kind of weird.
Is Sandy into being electrocuted? Juno.
I don't think it, I don't know.
You don't know, like you haven't talked about it, or you don't know?
I don't.
Like you...
No, at all.
Okay.
We've never talked about it.
We can do a deep
I
dive.
don't want to go walking into someone's like consensual power exchange thing because that'd be a little awkward. But like, I
Well-
feel like he would have mentioned it if that was the case.
Yeah, see, I do too. He does. I mean, it's not like Sandy hides that stuff.
Leah, in your vision, was Sandy distressed?
How distressed did Sandy look at the
Was he enraptured?
When you saw him sitting in that chair, he looked like he was
aroused?
he was under anesthesia. is
Don't
what he
say
looked like.
that.
Like he's
but
under
no.
a fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, he looked like he was sedated.
Gus will look over to Juno. I can get to him. Probably pull him back out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
know
don't
it
like the probably part.
and I know it gets when you try and take others with you, but if he's being held, might want to go in with some backup.
Better to have somebody with me and we fight our way out.
I'll go.
Yeah, take June.
Tell your Siri to tell me where you are so we can follow in the truck.
I'll drop a pin.
I know what to do with that, Max. I can help.
I can make some calls. Tap my usual people, see if anyone's heard anything.
Yeah, because, I mean, these other missing people, gestures to the posters, are also all actors.
Wait,
Am I going to
really?
use my knives again?
Wait, no, hold on. We'll talk about knives in a second. They're all actors?
Yeah.
How's your foot, by the way?
Oh, it's good.
Oh, good. All right.
Majority
mean-
of them stopped by here. I know one of them personally.
And this is all recent, I assume.
Yeah.
So many fucking people go missing here.
At least there's no Santa tards or whatever hanging around.
Did you just say Santa Tars? And
No.
Gus is gonna just walk into the back
Santa
to
tars.
grab his dagger.
Yeah, we
Why
never
would
really
Santa
figured out what
dinosaurs
their...
be here?
Oh, ask Max. I don't know.
No, Santa dinosaurs would be far more pleasant to deal with. We never really got what they called their species. Never really much of ones for talking. Those centipede tars.
I feel like I missed something.
We all have.
Are we going?
We are.
I feel comfortable enough to take up to 2 people with me.
Max?
Yeah, if you drive Leah over, don't let Leah drive.
I can drive myself.
I would never let Leah drive.
I had
We
my
don't have a
license.
car.
You have a
I can drive Max's car.
No, you
Like hell you can.
No
All right.
trust here.
Y'all see if you can track him down, and then we'll back you up, and I'll make some calls in the meantime.
okay.
Okay. All right. So, who is doing what and who is going where?
Pam will take Max's keys and pull out her phone and start making some calls.
Okay. Why don't we're gonna start with the calls first.
Cool.
Pam, who do you make a phone call to?
I feel like this is Pam's thing. Like Pam's kind of she and her changeling child. This is kind of their thing. They do missing persons, track shit down, a little bit of bodyguard work on the side.
Okay.
So yeah, she'll just tap her regular folks, people in the know.
All right. Give me an investigate a mystery.
Cool. All right. There's a 6 plus 3 is a 9. I gotta look at my stats that I came up with 15 minutes before the game. And I have a +1 in sharp, so that's a 10.
Okay, cool. So you get to ask, you get to hold to, and yeah.
Okay.
You can ask one of the following questions. What happened here? What sort of thing? What sort of creature is it?
Two.
What can I do?
Two.
And yeah, 2.
Can I ask 2? Okay.
Yes, you can.
I guess asking around about sort of missing persons. I'm like trying to see what would make sense here. I guess what happened here?
Okay. You make some phone calls. You call in because there's no fucking police in this place. you call in the various civil servants that we have here in Concord, the people who handle helping missing people, helping the homeless on the street, people who wind up through shelters and everything like that, which eventually leads you down to like a missing persons bureau. And you ask around about the recent string of missing people, and you end up getting in contact with the head of the missing persons bureau that you owe a favor to. Well, not a favor, I guess a good old friend of yours. Their name is Jerry McDougan. Jerry is a big old they're a Sasquatch from the Midwest. They traveled from the Midwest and then came here to Concord and started working here as a civil servant. Hey there, Pam. How you doing there, kiddo? How's it doing there? How you doing?
I'm good, Jerry. I'm good. A little bit of business. Sorry.
Just a business. Pam, come on. You know you can't just call me with that business. You gotta let me know how you and the little one doing there.
Jack's good. They're out of town right now. They're doing jobs. So,
They're
I
doing
can't
jobs.
send them
So
out.
that kid is gonna go far in this world. I tell you that kid is gonna do great. Did I tell you the time that kid helped me out, carried me my groceries up and down the stairs?
I
And
know,
tell you,
Jared.
Barb, her leg's busted, so she can't carry the groceries. And
Yeah, how is Barb? By the way.
Well, Barb is doing fine. She sends her love. She has that recipe for the 7-layer dip that you wanted. I can pass it on to you later on.
Yeah, and I have her email me. Again, back to the missing people.
Oh, right, of course, right.
So, we're looking into a thing. One of our pals was turned up. He's kind of out of commission right now too. But we think it might have to do with you hear about this string of actors that have kind of popped up missing past couple weeks?
You know what? I've been hearing about a string of missing people recently. It's been happening over the course of a couple of weeks. Yeah, they all happen to be actors, but that's not the kind of the lead we've been going on here lately. What we found out, I mean, you didn't put together the pieces, but they're all demons. Specifically the feline type.
Well, that is kind of important. That's also that's a friend of ours that's also sort of disappeared in the past day or so. He's not an actor though, but he's a feline demon.
Oh well, if you can give me the name, I can we can definitely keep a lookout for him.
Yeah, sure. If you get any lines, his name's Sandalphon. Sandy.
Sandalphon goes by that name. Sandalphon. Oh, if you're talking about Sandalphon, I believe that fellow is very good at taking care of himself. But the fact that you're calling that he's missing, that does kind of leave me a bit unnerved. I hope he's okay. The gentleman is a bit of a helper around here in the city.
Yeah, he tends to do that. But we all need help on our own sometimes. So, you hear anything else, you let me know.
All right, I'll definitely let you know. And hey, you bring that recipe later on. But you take care of yourself out there. All right?
All right. Well, you give your best to Barb, and yeah, I'll email her. Yeah, you take care, Jerry. All right?
Yeah, right there, Pam. Right later, Pam. Click. And what is the second question you want to ask?
Let's see. What is it going to do?
Ooh, okay. You spent a lot of time with Max. Max is a super scientist. You've joked about it before in the past. You probably were watching some old movie, probably The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. And the idea of... Yeah, I know that's a deep pull. But then the idea of the power of the brain came up. And that's when Max started rambling about how the brain has a lot of electricity in its head. Every single thought is a neural jolt of electricity that passes through the mind. And maybe something could be done with that. But you kind of just like watched him hyper-focus ramble, so you kind of got lost in his eyes. But then, but yeah, you had a nice little conversation with him. You do recall Max talking about how if someone were to make an invention powerful enough, they could do amazing things with the brain. They could transfer data from it. They could back up the data from it. I mean, the brain is just a living computer.
Interesting. All right, Leah, hold on to your butt. Let's get ready.
Okay. Was I supposed to be? You were doing a lot of talking, and I just realized I wasn't paying attention. You weren't talking to me, were you?
No, darn, I was on the phone. We
Okay.
should probably head to the truck though, just to follow up. And you ever seen the computer wore tennis shoes?
Computers can wear tennis shoes?
Oh, darling, you're missing out. Come on, I'll tell you about it. So it was this movie back in I believe the mid '80s. Yeah, we'll jump in.
As Pam gives Leah a full out synopsis of the computer war tennis shoes, starring the Kurt Russell one, not the Kirk Cameron one.
I thought I might be the only human on the planet who'd ever seen that movie.
Are you kidding me?
I've seen the I've seen the original trilogy: The Absent-Minded Professor, The Computer War Tennis Shoes, and The World's Strongest Man, all in one trilogy.
Love it.
As Leah gets regaled of the tale of the computer war tennis shoes, Gus and Max and Juno, what are you three doing?
Gus is belting on the dagger, looking to Juno and Max. Y'all have everything?
Yeah, I
Yep.
think so.
All right. Keep your arms and hands inside the ride at all times. You risk loss of limb if you stick any appendage out, and he'll stick a hand out for them to grab onto.
Max briefly weighs whether to grab with his flesh hand or the prosthetic, but I think does flesh hand because he's gonna lose a limb. Better be the one that's detachable.
Ooh. It's 13, which is a pass.
Okay. So Gus, Juno, and Max, you feel that snap, whir, bright flash of light as you get snapped and taken away from the psychopomp, and you then feel like your teleportation is happening like it normally does. Then all of a sudden you just hit against a wall, and when the light dims, you're now in the middle of a hallway in front of an elevator, and right across from you, like an elevator door is behind you, and in front of you is an apartment door.
This isn't Triple J's, is it?
Oh,
You definitely do not recognize this as Triple J's.
No, but is your ever not taking you right where you wanted to go?
Typically it does, but if someone's tagging along, well, I've never lost anyone when they tagged along.
I'm gonna pull up the map on my phone, see where we are.
Currently, you are in the more expensive area of Concord, where a lot of the former high-rise buildings of old New York City used to reside. A lot of the more wealthier to-do people, they live in this area. If this had to be like in any kind of term, in Urban Shadows term, this would be like where the power circle would reside at. But yeah,
How far uptown are we? Are we by
you guys,
Flatiron?
you are probably down by, like, I would say, like the Flatiron district.
Okay.
But yeah, you see this apartment door right in front of you, and it says V. Stein on the apartment door.
I guess this is the
Uh,
right place.
Maybe. I'll let Leah and Pam know where we are. I'll ping them, but I'll also send a picture of the name on the door.
Just hand on the hilt of the dagger. So what's the play here?
Well, could knock, or could try and let ourselves in. I don't know, do we think this is... How blazing are the guns at this point?
Well, they might have Sandy in a very compromising position inside, so we don't want to spook them.
So probably knocking first then.
Yeah.
Gonna knock.
All right. Max will step up and
Max, you knock on the door. You're a knock knock. Nothing.
one more set of knocks.
Give another knock, and you kind of like go to lean against the door. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door, but you just hear that a low hum, like, you know, that ambient white noise of hum of electronics.
All right. Let's try this before we actually break the door down. And Max is gonna reach into his arm and pull out a set of lockpicks.
Okay. Give me for this, what role would be good for this, actually?
Keep your cool is generally...
Yeah. I will say you can do a keep your cool with this, or yeah, definitely keep your cool with this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess a question is, how complicated is the door in front of me? Does it seem like it's anything beyond like a simple lockpick?
So here's the thing. It looks like a normal lockpick could handle this. But what I would like you to do before you move to pick the lock, I would like you to give me that keep your cool roll.
Okay. Just asking because I have a thing that lets me mess with a complicated gadget.
Oh, even you do. Okay, what does that do?
So this is engineering. When you need to quickly break or fix a complicated gadget, roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus, it's fixed or broken just like you wanted. On a 7 to 9, you
Okay.
need more time to study it.
Okay. Give me the you know what? I won't even have to make you roll for this because it's you. As you're moving your hand towards that lock with your simple basic lockpick, you stop. And you feel like your prosthetic hand tingles. Like there is some kind of energy field here that is being generated around this door, and it's making the electronics in your hand just tingle, like, and it's making you realize there is definitely more to this door than it looks.
All right, well, shouldn't be too surprised, but seems like Mr. Stein here has some extra security. Just gonna have to adjust, and I think pulls out, like, puts the standard lockpicks away and pulls out like one that is
gun.
yes, just out of the forearm. But no, I think pulls out a complicated set of lockpicks. There's one that's like pure silver, one that's cold iron, one that's got all sorts of like microchips sticking off the end of it, and it's like, this is Max's deluxe set.
All right, now give me that sharp roll for engineering.
Yeah. Roles interfaces changed since I last used it. Where do I go to do things again? There it is. All right. That's a 10.
Okay, what happens on a 10?
It's fixed or broken exactly how I want it.
All right. So so you're trying to are you trying to like break it or trying to like break it so it doesn't like doesn't trigger anything? How exactly are you trying to break
Yeah,
this thing?
trying to keep it from triggering any security measures and allow us access.
Okay. So you put this your deluxe lockpicking set to work, and as you're working away, you then hear the sound of something like some kind of energy generator dying down. It's a very faint noise, but you hear something powering down. And then Juno and Gus, when you got into the hallway, you were feeling like just something was making you itch. Something just wasn't making you feel right. And Gus, you were that feeling that stopped you from going further. That feeling is gone. Whatever was causing all of this to happen is gone.
Huh.
And as you go to open the door clicks open, slowly swings open, and you see inside a very lush looking penthouse apartment. Beautiful looking kitchen, nice kitchen island with marble tops. The highest of luxury of furniture appliances in this place. And you pan around the room, you see typical, normal things you see in an apartment of someone of the rich and wealthy. And then you have that feeling again, Max. That tingling feeling in your arm is back. Like there's some kind of weird energy field in this place.
Well, there's more weird science happening. Can I use my arm like a dowsing rod and see, like, if I move it over here, does the tingling go up? Or...
I will say that is definitely an investigative mystery, probably.
Sure.
Or probably act under pressure. That would be more like act under pressure, though.
Can do.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got some cool. Well, that's only a 7.
Okay. So I get to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay. You're kind of using your hand as a dowsing rod. You swing your hand left and right. You feel that energy field, like in that certain area. So you're kind of like moving your hand, guiding it, like zeroing in on that field, and you walk towards it. You walk towards it closer and closer and closer. You feeling your artificial arm pulsating as it's resonating with this energy field. And you go to, you're walking towards what looks like a false door, like a wall that looks like it might hold like some kind of false door behind it. But as you're getting closer to it, that energy field feeling is thrumming loud and powerful and hard. It feels like if you try to open this door, whatever you did earlier may or may not have caused something with the power here. You're not certain, but you feel like there is definitely a very high power source behind this door. But you feel like if you open the door, you may definitely trigger some kind of an alarm. Okay. So this is the hard choice. Do you open the door to find out what's behind it or do you leave it alone and wait for the others, but also risking someone coming in?
Yeah. So gonna pose that to Juno and Gus quickly. Okay. There's probably a secret door over here, but not gonna be able to disable whatever's behind there. So, someone's gonna know we're here, and it's, who knows if it's gonna trigger defenses or what, but, covert operation will be over at that point.
I could try something.
Right, yeah, give it a shot, and if not, then we'll figure out if we wait for the girls or go in.
Gus begins to roll up his sleeves. Lada let me take a look at her spellbook the other day, and I got a couple of new tricks in my bag. He will essentially cup his fingers together to make a circle and peer through it with his eye. And he's going to use magic to see another place or time, specifically focusing it like X-ray vision.
Okay. Give me that roll for use magic.
14.
Oh, okay. So
I've got a +3.
okay, so on a 12, you offer you some added benefit with this. Okay.
Oh, that's if it's advanced.
Oh, it's
I do not
advanced?
have
Okay. Oh, you don't have that. Okay, so yeah. It works without issue perfectly. You take your little hand, you kind of hold it over your eye, and it's like fuzzy at first, and then you see the the plane of that door just slowly part away underneath that little circle, and you're able to peer inside the room. And what you see inside of the room is a total contrast of what you see inside of this apartment. You see a long stone corridor that goes down the hall into another wooden door. But you also see that there is a security system attached, attached to this door. But with that roll, you could tell that you can give Max the info that he needs or what needs to be done to, unlock the door and not trigger the security system, because you got a very good roll.
Yeah, with a finger, or actually with his dagger, he'll trace like the wiring in the door and then just like make a small box where that security panel is. Right about there should do it.
All right. Max will get to work.
Okay, you cut open where Gus guides you. You're able to pry open the back of the security box, and you're able to give me another engineering roll for this one. It shouldn't be too difficult for you.
Hopefully. That's an 11.
Okay. You're able to do what needs to be done to cut off the security system and place the wall back just right, so it doesn't look like things were too damaged. But you're able to open the door. You open up the door, and that feeling of that energy field feeling is gone. And you see this long stone corridor, and down at the end is a wooden door, totally contrasting the modern aesthetics of this place.
All right. Well, let's go save our kitty cat.
Okay.
He's my business partner.
Can still be your kitty cat too.
That's a little too personal. Just starts walking into the corridor.
Juno doesn't comment.
Have you guys pinged your location?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Juno dropped a ping to Pam.
Yeah, I did that, and I also sent a picture of his name on the door.
Okay. So I think right at this point, after you guys were pretty much searching the apartment, making your way in, Leah and Pam, you make your way to, you finally catch up with them. Surprisingly, it's not that difficult to get into this building, because apparently we don't have really doormen anymore. People just walk into buildings now. So it's not that hard to get in here. So you were able to go up to the top floor and reunite with everyone else. And you see this completely unique looking door at the end of this stone hallway. Do you guys go down the hall to open up the door after everyone has arrived, or what do you guys do?
Pam pulls a shot-off shotgun out of the back of her pants.
All right, let's do this. Leah takes out her 9mm, goes to like cock it, but the slide just comes completely off and claps to the ground. She goes, oh, hold on.
Oh,
Sorry.
darling.
Leah, we're gonna have to go back to the gun range. You
Go,
just
go back on, like this.
Do you want me to
check if there's one in the
do you
chamber
wanna-
still?
Do you want to?
Guys, who do you
Darling,
think I
do you
am?
Oh,
want-
I should probably load it.
Here, can I see that for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Missing
Puts the
the
slide
pin
back on,
boxes.
double checks if there's one still in there, takes the one in the chamber out, puts it back together, and hands it back to her with the safety on.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you head down this hallway. You arrive at this wooden door. There's no locks. There's nothing. It's just a wooden door with a metal ring for a handle that symbolizes it could pull the door open.
Max would have gone first unless someone else stepped in front.
You know what? Gus will step in front. He can take a hit.
Okay. So, Gus, do you open the door? Or is it Max opening the door?
He will put a hand on Max's chest and just push him a few more feet back.
Fine. You got blown up once.
And we're never gonna let you live it down.
I was getting blown up before I even knew you, kids.
I don't really think it was Max's fault either.
I get worried, okay? And his Gus's hand goes to the doorknob and
Let the young ones take the first hit, old man, alright?
I guess. Someone needs to save their asses anyway.
We'll do cleanup.
twists the doorknob.
You pull it open. And inside... no. Inside this room is...
It's a push door.
As soon as you...
No, it's a portcullis. It's even worse.
What is this? A fucking Tesla?
You
This thing
open
has
up...
suicide doors? What the hell?
If they did explode, that'd be pretty correct.
So...
And if you love hilarious bits like that, subscribe to the channel.
Like and subscribe to the channel because then you get more stuff like this. Because that's what we do here. Oh boy. Okay. So you open up this door, and inside, as you open up the door, you feel this sudden feeling of displacement. As you pass through this threshold into this room, and you look around, you are in a large 20-foot by 20-foot circular room. Along the walls, completely all nothing but stone cobblestone walls. Large machinery line up the walls, like various machineries, Tesla coils, levers, pulleys, operating tables are all around the room. You look up and you see there is a skylight above you that is wide open, and dangling down from the skylight is a slab table being dangled by 4 chains. And inside of this room, you see various vats, and inside the vats you see arms, legs, half torsos, various stages of a body being grown. In every single one of these tubes are just there, just suspended, floating inside this goop. And you see sitting knocked out in a chair, you see a hairless cat that is Samnafon.
I can't believe I get to say this. Hey guys, you should come take a look at this.
Oh god, he's definitely dead in there, isn't he?
I thought it was going to be a cat pun for sure.
I think Gus would have a little more panic in his voice if Sandy was dead.
And as you all walk in, you feel that same feeling of displacement as you walk across the threshold into this large laboratory. Definitely looks like something out of like a mad scientist's lab.
What the heck?
Okay, now, does this guy have any idea? Like, none of this is efficient, and Max is just gonna like go off on like how bad a setup this is.
I will say, Max, if you had to compare this setup to anything, whereas your lab is the peak of super scientists, efficient, everything has a purpose. This lab is the complete opposite of that. If you are a super scientist, this is the lab of a genuine mad scientist, like textbook mad scientist here.
It's theatrical and impractical.
Yes.
You must be getting a lot from residuals because there's no way his electric bill isn't like completely through the roof.
Oh, I think on the Flatirons they have solar.
That's a lot of panels to run all this stuff. Sometimes I forget the mythos we've created when it's been a few weeks.
That's real fair.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, you see
Sandy?
Sandy is knocked out. Like, you remember that he looked like he was under anesthesia. He's definitely sedated.
Hey, Leah.
Yeah.
Does your brain stuff work on like people who are asleep?
Yes.
Can you make sure this is really Sandy?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Can I don't know what would be the best role here. I could do sensitive. Or investigate.
Read a person is also a
I have
thing.
telepathy, so I can just read his thoughts.
I would say this is definitely a telepathy thing.
Okay,
Yeah, you could
so
definitely use
maybe
telepathy for this.
maybe a read a person using
Yeah.
their telepathy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Use read a person.
That's sharp, right?
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
seeing
it is.
nods, so I'll
Yes.
go with that.
It goes with read a bad situation. They're under the same
right.
umbrella.
That's a 7.
Okay, you get to ask one. What's my best way in, best way out? Any dangers, biggest threat, vulnerable, and the best way to protect the victims?
Is that read a person?
That's read a bad situation.
I think I was doing read a person.
Oh, read a person. Okay. Where's read a
It's in the images.
Yeah, I've got
in the
it.
trailer.
So,
Okay.
telling the truth, character really feeling, character to do, how character do. I guess this would fall in line with kind of like, is your character telling the truth? Like, kind
Sure.
of, is this the truth of the situation? Is
Okay.
this Sandy?
You reach out and you rest your hands on Sandy's head, and you do the that's so Raven vision moment, like eyes zoom in, and you see what you see is Sandy sitting in a rocking chair while wearing a tuxedo, rocking back and forth, waving a stack of money in his face, while Juno is next to Sandy, dressed in a bikini and doing a dance. If you get that reference, I will love you forever. And he has a sash that says Mayor of Moneytown.
This feels like it could be Futurama, something Bender would have done.
So how are we hooking him up?
Leah snaps out of it. Yeah, that's definitely Sandy. No,
I mean,
I'm
if
not gonna
he's
ask.
under, I don't want to know. If he's under some kind of like anesthesia or something, we might just have to wait.
Gus will lean over to Juno and say, try whispering this into his ear. And Savvy, I sent you.
Okay. That really got me. Juno leans over. Sandy, we have a problem. He like looks at Gus. I was looking through your books like you asked, and Chauncey has totally tanked your profit margins.
you hear this as Sandy just sits up and is like looks around. What do you mean, Prophet Majid? What happened?
Whoa.
What,
That was easy.
Good
what
one,
happened?
Gus.
What happened?
Are you okay, Sandy?
Where, where the fuck? What the fuck? How did I get back? How did I get here?
You're in Victor Stein's apartment.
This is his apartment.
Well,
Secret
Won't
tunnel.
believe the electrical overhead.
Oh my gosh, what is he paying for this place?
we gotta get out of here.
Right. He tries to stand up and he just loops, like falls
Saggy
over.
cat.
Yeah, saggy cat mode.
Come on. I'll pick him up.
So you pick him up. I came over here to talk business with Victor, but then it was he gave me a drink and then he was talking about how he was saying that this play, it's going to be, I'm going to continue my grandfather's and father's legacies with this play, and that he secured his career with this.
He's paying an arm and a leg. Points to the vat of homegrown, limbs.
Oh dear. Well,
Sorry, that took me a while to come up with.
no, that's fine. Well, let's get out of here before trouble shows up, right?
Yeah, we should go.
I'm already here.
Fair.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
So, as you guys turn to leave the lab, you kind of look over your shoulders and you see up on the wall,
No, it's always up.
you see a picture, a very large portrait of Victor Stein. Victor Stein, maybe? But he's wearing older looking clothes that looks like a scientist, like a scientist from like the 1500s would wear. And you kind of like, just something just doesn't seem right about this picture as you look at it.
What the heck is that?
I think it's like what do they call it? The uncanny valley.
Is this like a magic eye picture? If I like squint, is it gonna turn to something else?
It looks like he's staring at us.
As you're looking at it, you notice it. If this is supposed to be like Victor's, who knows, ancestors or something, he looks 1-for-1 just like this person. And as you walk up to this picture, you see there's a nameplate underneath the portrait and is smudged and covered in dust and oil.
Pulls out a monogrammed handkerchief, sticks it on the end of her shotgun, and wipes at it.
You wipe away at the name panel. You wipe away a name, it says Stein at the last name, and you continue wiping away, you reveal another letter. What you think is a W, but it's actually a V. And you see that the name reads Portrait of Victor Stein, circa 1500s.
Oh. Just a hand slaps Juno's shoulder.
What?
Do you remember that one Supernatural episode, like in the first season, where Sam and Dean were chasing down a killer, and that killer was actually like a doctor from way back when, harvesting
season
organs?
3.
That was season 3. I apologize.
That's when Charlie died, isn't it?
That's when Dean was going to be going to hell. They were looking
Yeah,
for.
that's
Right, they were
weird.
looking for the cure to
Yeah.
keep Dean living forever. But
It was
yeah,
a really sad episode. And
You
that's
go to the
really when they
doctor
got
and he's
on
been
the
stealing
train of
body
like
parts to stitch him back
interesting
together.
episode just got real
Does
sad.
someone want to speak English, please?
you should
Pretty
come
sure
join
this
us on
guy's a-
Supernatural Thursdays.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Right? Because of course.
Also, all the folks that disappeared, including Sandy, were all demons.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, all these actors are feline type demons.
Hey.
Is he building some sort of demon Voltron?
Was Sandy gonna form the head?
I mean,
See, Sandy has already
demons-
passed out again in your arms.
are extremely magical creatures. That might be how he's powering the thing.
Are there any other, I don't know, unconscious cats in the room anywhere?
Okay, yes. So there are no other unconscious cats in the room. Nothing like that. But you do see there is a work table with various paperwork all over it. And there is what looks like probably schematics are sitting on top of the table also.
Grab
Max
this
is
up.
This
gonna-
seems
Give it
like a
Max.
you problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the hell's this?
Science it, Daddy.
Gods, even his notes are a mess. Give me a minute.
We use parchment these days.
I'm just saying, Max said, of course it is, because why not? I thought for a minute maybe he was Dorian Graying us, and I'm not sure if that would be better or worse.
So, Max, you peruse over these schematics, and like you said, this is just pure chaos because this is a mad scientist, the polar opposite to your super scientistness. And you can see that
Happy
you see.
scientist.
There you go. Yes, a happy scientist. You see through the notes, they're pure chaotic, but you can see that one page of notes says something like, the third time will make it last forever. You see another thing that says, you see another page of notes that reads, much like the other two that I've used for this purpose of extending my life and my career, this will be the first time I use a demon as a vessel. Hopefully, the biological makeup of a demon does not make the brain swap too difficult. You flip through the pages more. You see that you see notes comparing human physiology to a demon physiology, and you continue perusing through it, and you see that throughout my research, the various types of demons that are out there all have various makeup. Some that are too complicated to really break down to its purest form, but one type of demon, their genetic makeup makes this a lot more easier. The feline of the demonic species. Their essence are so malleable. Everything about them I can work with. I just need to find the right vessel. I need to find the perfect body. You flip up to a few more pages. Perhaps the manager. Yes, my manager. I could use him. No. Someone like him goes missing. I cannot cover myself up with that. It has to be a no one. And then you see the last page. You see the name Devin Michaels circled. And you see the words, "That's the one," underneath it.
Okay, well, guy apparently thinks that using a cat demon will make some immortality process stick. Sounds like maybe switching brains between bodies, and that's gonna help fuel it. And, third time's the charm, and this will actually make it work. Goddamn magic and making the rule of three actually be like a fundamental universal force and not just a narrative device.
I've heard of the rule of 10, but that's just
Comedy
me.
comes in threes.
There's just so many ways that 3's our thing, but okay, so
Are you telling me this is some like Get Out bullshit?
Oh.
Alex has not yet seen that. I still need to see it, but from what I can tell, he's been kidnapping cats. He's gonna use this Devin Michaels to perfect the process, and I guess, couldn't let Sandy and the others go, so who knows what he would have done with them. But should probably look around before we leave just to see if we can find anyone.
Okay. As you look around this place, you investigate this lab. You are recalling the missing persons posters, Gus, that you set up. And you look at those vats that are here in this room. One of the people in the vats matches up to one of the missing people that was listed. Another one you see also inside the vat. And another.
What is their status?
It looks like they are currently suspended in this preserved like state, but looking at their bodies, they look very, very pale.
These are all the missing people.
All of them?
Looks around for Devin.
You do not see Devin.
One's missing.
Pam starts taking pictures.
We gotta find Devin.
All right, let's clear the room.
I can use something to maybe figure out where we need to go. Is one of the things I can spend hold on is to ask a question during the mystery. I want to choose where and when will the next critical event occur.
Ooh. Okay. You have to make a roll for that. You just get to ask it.
No, that's what I rolled for earlier. I got one hold. And this is what I'm spending my hold on.
Perfect. Okay, so you're looking around, Leah. You're looking around this room as everyone else is, doing their own thing of investigating in their own ways.
Pam is strictly enforcing like military style clearing of the room. Come on, Gus, back me up here.
But Leah, as you walking around, you're kind of like brushing your hand against this and that, and your hand touches the notebook, and you have a "that's a Raven" moment again. You see like a vision of, you see yourself get ejected out of your body and shoot up into the air high above Concord, and you like this moment. It's like pretty much like almost like you're astral projecting, having an out of body experience. You're kind of like looking down over Concord, the entire city, and you cast your eyes to the left, and you see a little tiny pillar of light. That's where you guys are at. You see the penthouse building. But then further throughout the city, near the theater district, you see another pillar of light shoot up into the air. And you get the feeling that is where you need to go next.
Theater district.
You want to go see a play right now?
No, that's where he is. Or at least that's where we need to be.
Okay.
All right, well, everyone's gonna need to get real comfy in the truck. Don't think I've ever taken this many people in there at once.
I got shotgun.
Gus begins.
I'll ride in the truck. It's in the flatbed. It's fine.
This Victor guy better hope he has that immortality thing settled.
Pretty messed up.
Sandy's still passed out.
Burn this place down before we go.
Well, I mean, the
No.
rest of the building didn't really do anything.
Yeah, there might be other tenants here. I don't know if...
This room is stone.
Can I break some of these like totally bullshit Tesla coil things at the very least?
When we pass through the
Ooh,
threshold,
not that one. That one I might be able to salvage.
You want me to break it off? I mean, I can take it for you.
Fae-cilitator, when we passed over the threshold, it was a feeling of like essentially Gus's teleportation. We're
Yep,
in another location.
You felt that is, yep, that's exactly how you felt, Gus, that you were looped to another place. That feeling of displacement.
Are there any windows in the laboratory?
There are windows, yes. There is a huge skylight above you.
Anything peeking out?
Peeking out of the skylight, you can definitely see from the skylight. What do you mean by peeking out exactly?
Like windows like peeking outwards.
Oh
like
yes.
the
There
grounds.
is it's like one of those arrow slit windows that you would see in like an old castle tower.
Yeah, Gus is gonna look out that and see what the lay of the land is like.
You look out this window. You're in Belvedere Castle, over in Central Park.
Oh. Okay. No one lives here.
It feels like you definitely
Pam's holding her
teleported.
shotgun, like just waiting for someone to be like, "Go ahead, break it."
All right, let me at least take the notes, and we'll try and get that Tesla coil. Other than
Alright.
that, this is kind of looks at the tanks where the bodies are and just like, I guess a
we rebuild
cremation.
Can we rebuild them? Do you have the technology?
Not the time or place.
No, I mean, like, can we bring them back? They're demons. I assume they don't, like, heal the same way. If we take them out of the tubes, they just, like, regenerate?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see if I have any moves I can do for this.
They can die just like anybody else. Especially bound to a physical form.
I would say it is also a crime scene. Maybe we should hold back on destroying evidence before
That was
we...
gonna be my next point.
Fine. Can we take the Tesla coil?
Now we're stealing evidence, but yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, cool.
I'm pretty sure they won't miss it.
You can definitely take the Tesla coil. You can take 2 Tesla coils and 2 science tools of your choice.
Something sufficiently sciencey.
Like you look around this room, there is like everything is just an affront to mankind to you right now, right now, Max.
Leah's bringing the journal that she touched.
Okay. Okay, so you guys able to break down this room, be able to take a Tesla coil and take some stuff, and you head through the threshold again, and you feel that feeling of displacement as you're back in the apartment. And you now know where you guys need to go next, because if you don't hurry up, you think someone may die. And that's where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes so people can come, go get a drink, get some snacks, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs, do what you need to do to limber yourself up, because we're going to the second half because it's time to save an actor. Catch you later, y'all. We'll be right back. Bye. And we are back to the show. What's up, y'all? We're back. Hope you had a good break. Hope you got some water. Hope you went to the bathroom, stretched, fed your cats, looked at that Hades 2 trailer.
Why are
these
you
things.
adding me right now? Jesus Christ.
I am sorry that, everyone in this chat just happens to be falling under the same umbrella of things they should be doing. It happens.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't even have cats, and yet I'm still having allergies. Got some cat juice injected straight into my arm a couple hours ago.
There we go. All right, so
Can I make a formal request that you never use the phrase cat juice ever
Yeah.
again?
That got me too. I was gonna let it ride, and then RJ.
the more I thought about it,
Should I describe it as a cat, dog, and dust cocktail?
oh,
A pet smoothie.
Oh,
The worst mixologist ever.
oh goodness.
Yep.
Oh boy. All right. Well, on that, why don't we jump back into our adventure? Our gang has rescued Sandalphon from the clutches of the evil Dr. Victor Stein. I'll give you a little behind the curtain on that name later on after the episode. But yeah, you found him, and you found out that Victor is not the grandson of the famous actor William H. Stein, but is actually an immortal, person. Or maybe immortal, who knows? Maybe they're a Monday doing things to keep them immortal. Who knows what they're doing? You just know that he's been doing some pretty bad stuff. He killed the missing people, and he was looking for a cat demon to swap his brain with to probably extend his own lifespan. So yeah, I guess a lot of reasons for you guys to go hunt this guy down and bop him one in the nose. So why don't we
Don't bop your cats in the nose.
don't bop
They
it.
don't know
boop
what's
it.
happening. Don't do that.
Don't boop your it's cats in the snoot. Though after Leah did some astral projectioning after having a That's a Raven moment, she was able to locate where in the theater district Victor is currently residing. So you guys all hopped into the truck with a totally drugged up Sandy, who's passed out again, and head on down to the theater district. The theater district is pretty much just like the theater district in New York City. You see a lot of plays on the various corners of the various large theaters here. You see one play called Funny Gorgon. There is another play called Mondays. It's based on a poem about the Jellicle Mondays. It was written by a cat demon. Then you have the play Spring Awakening, but with tentacle monsters. And then there is Hamilton. It's just Hamilton. It's just a production of Hamilton. That's it.
You still can't get tickets.
You still can't get tickets. It's impossible to get tickets still. But that's all it is. But then you do see, as you pull up to one theater, you do see a sign that says My Science Project. But there is a little banner underneath it that says preview starting soon, opening date next week. And yeah, you pull up into this theater, and Leah, you recall this is the area where you saw your vision at.
Yeah, this seems about right. I'm assuming is inside there and not at Hamilton. We could just barge into Hamilton, though. I still haven't seen it.
I don't think we should just barge into Hamilton.
Yeah, I think they have better security than the apartment did.
Also, I don't blame you. The tickets are very expensive.
They're ridiculous. I've been trying for the lottery for years now.
You have more of a chance of winning the actual lottery.
Jackie's gone 3 times already. Do they bring their mama? Of course not, but no.
Gus begins to walk.
So you walk up to the front door of this theater, Gus. The doors, if it looks like the theater is locked, or it's occupied, like the lights are on. The lights are on, the signs are on, but definitely looks like the door is locked. And there's no one in the ticket booth.
Hey, Max. I need a hand over here.
All right, sure. We shouldn't check an alley first. Presumably looking at people walking past us on the street.
Yeah, you're on the middle of the street. You see a little kid look at you, Max, as they're walking by, waves at you as they're going.
I wave the robot hand back.
I'll,
And the kid's like, "Mom, the robot here!" And he's pulled away.
I'll jog down the alley and see what's to be seen.
So you jog down the alley. You do see there is a stage door on the side, with a little tiny awning over it, and there is a little intercom button and a security camera right above it.
right, one moment. Max runs back to the truck, comes back with the empty pizza box that he keeps in there for just such an occasion.
Okay. All right, Max, take it away. What do you do?
Just, positioning to hold the pizza box in clear view of the camera. And I think even it's like holding it up to obscure vision of like how many of us there are.
Okay.
And then presses the intercom button.
Are you telling me that Max doesn't have duct tape to duct tape the pizza box to the camera?
Why would it be duct taped to the camera? This
doing
is
So you don't have to
ruse.
hold it up.
He's doing a ruse.
Oh. I thought you were just blocking the camera.
No, if I was gonna do that, I'd just spray paint it or duct tape the lens.
Okay.
All right, so you hold up this pizza box, you ring the bell. Quiet for a couple seconds. Then you hear a click on the door. A little slot opens up. And leaning down, you see a single milky white eye looking through this little eye slot. And then the eye slides over to another non-milky looking eye. Yes, how can I help you?
Got a pizza delivery for the tech crew of my science project.
Hold on. You hear the door slide shut, and you hear the door unclick, and it opens up. And standing behind this door is an 8-foot-tall, hideously ugly creation, with translucent yellow skin pulled so taut over the body that it barely disguised the workings of arteries and muscles underneath, if it wasn't covered by a tightly stretched tuxedo that they wear. They look down at you with their watery, one glowing eye, flowing black hair, black lips, prominent teeth. Yes.
Like I said, got some pizza for the tech crew. You want to point me towards the booth? I haven't been in most of these theaters.
This way. And he stands to the side, letting you in. Are the others behind you, Max?
I think we hide out. Maybe we
Gus and
flashback
Pam
to
are hand signaling each other. Like just the military.
like
Like-
well, go. Duct tape over, and then once they walk away, we'll just open it up. Yeah, okay.
The large figure steps aside, Max, to let you in, holding the door open. As you walk inside, they turn around and they go to let the door close, following Max.
Pam's gonna just slide something in so the latch doesn't close all the way.
Okay. You dash over. How do you dash over there, try to dive?
They were off to the side, out of
Okay.
the way of the security camera,
Okay,
and then
okay.
just sort of boop, stick
Okay.
something in the latch.
Yeah, you put it right in that little area, on the other side of the door, not the front, the part where the door hits the latch, but on the other where the hinge is at. So it just bumps against this thing and just keeps the door open just enough so the latch doesn't shut.
Wait till we hear them start to walk away, and then we'll all kind of stealth in.
All right. A couple of minutes passed. We'll cut back in with Max and this large figure. Max, you are being led down through the tunnels of the backstage area by this large hulking figure. You look over your shoulder as you walk, and you see your crew kind of shimmering in behind the door, closing the door behind them and sneaking their way in. So you're just kind of you're a good 20 foot difference between each other. But yeah, he's leading you down this hall, and he is stoic, quiet. But the only sound that they make as they walk is this boom, of like one foot slamming on the ground and another just dragging behind them.
I've seen, well, not in person, unfortunately, but I've seen some of the film adaptations of my science project. But I imagine there's something to the live experience that the Hollywood magic can't capture. Yeah, I think I'll be curious to see how this Victor Stein does it. I think I preferred his father's version of the show over the grandfather's. Just continues spouting on about the show and how'd you end up working for Mr. Stein, or are you working for the theater?
I have been with the Stein family for ages.
Must be some good employers then.
Indeed, they have provided me with employment and much security.
Gotta love some good job security.
Indeed.
And he takes his hand, puts it on a door, stands to the side, and opens it up. And he lets you into the stage door area. Not the stage, the back door, the backstage area. And you see, in there, you see a gentleman wearing all black. They have like a black turtleneck, black jeans, black sneakers, and one large eye and one tiny little eye. And they're wearing like a hoodie over their head, and they look over you like, yes, Pandora, what do you have for us?
The pizza dinner you ordered, it has arrived.
Huh? Pizza dinner? We did not order pizza dinner. But if pizza dinner was given to us, perhaps the professor has blessed his humble servant with pizza. Yes! I will accept it. Yes, bring the pizza. Bring the pizza over to me. Please bring the pizza to me. Yes.
Right, okay. And goes and like walks past him to set the very empty pizza box down on something, just trying to delay them figuring out the ruse as long as possible.
So are you like having you have your hands sitting on top of the pizza box so they don't go for it?
Yeah, I think like goes, sets it down on the table, sets it down, and then like, money please.
Money. Pandora, did the master give you money?
No.
Then how are we supposed to pay for this, Pandora?
Hold on.
And you see Pandora turn around, drag themselves over to a tiny little cupboard. They pull out a tiny little like metal box, pull out a tiny little key that's like this in their hand. They'll reaches in and hands you, Max, a normal size $20 bill. It just looks so tiny in their hand.
Keep the change.
All right, thank you very much. You lads have a good day, and I guess it's break a leg, right?
Yes, it is break the leg. It is a sign of words that are said as a form of good luck in the theater industry. Did you know that if you said break a leg, it is so you ward off bad luck? Because if you say good luck or have a good show in the theater industry, it is a sign of a guaranteed bad luck. This was first created by the play itself. I cannot say the play itself here because it's also saying bad luck to say the play's name within a theater situation.
Yeah, but you just said one of the things you're not supposed to say. Not the name of the play, but the opposite of the bad luck. Is just saying it at all gonna trigger it, or can you like say it in an explanatory way?
Ah, this is right. I did. I said the words counteracting the luck that I was supposed to put on. Pandora, I have been fooled into creating bad luck for this play.
Can we have come down the hallway by now?
Yes, at this point, you guys are sneaking down the hallway, and you hear this conversation that Max and these two individuals are having. You're creeping your way down the hall, going further, and you see to the side of you, you see the various dressing rooms that line up the hallway. You see one for Victor, you see one for Devin, and you see another one for that says stagehands.
Pam and Gus talking in
Hand signs.
hand signs.
Gus will get to the threshold of Devin's door, plant his back to the wall, and look to Pam and nod his head.
Pam creaks the door. Puts an eye in.
Okay. You open the door to Devin's dressing room, right? Okay. You open the door to Devin's dressing room. You see it is pretty much a very normal dressing room of someone who's nailed that big role in a play. There's a sofa in the room. There's a nice vanity mirror. Gus, you even see a bouquet of flowers that you gave Devin as a good luck, that you sent to Devin's house as a good luck. It looks like he brought him here as a reminder of the people support him. But yeah, you see all of that around in this room. You do see that Devin was probably here today, perhaps. Or maybe just he was here, but not certain how long ago, but definitely looks like it was lived in for a couple of days now.
Gus will look over to Leah and Juno and point over to Victor's dressing room.
I'm gonna go creeping over there.
I understood that one.
Okay, so what do you guys do to Victor's dressing room?
Take everything and move it 1 inch to the left.
Oh. In the door, like, teeny bit.
Okay, you open the door a teeny bit, and inside the room, you see Victor Stein sitting in a chair, reciting lines, going over a scene and practicing. He's like pacing back and forth, holding the script in front of him, like, man, if I'm gonna pass this science, win this science fair, I better come up with an amazing project that'll win everyone over. But it can't just be something. Maybe if I take a little bit of this, maybe if I take a little bit of that, I take a dash of this, and I'll add a whole lot of that. This concoction will help me open my mind. It will open my heart. It will free my soul. I will win this fair. Everyone's eyes will look upon me. But do I drink it? I don't know. What will happen? Who knows? I will drink it. Yes, I will drink it. And you see him pantomiming, drinking a potion to his lips as he's practicing.
It's really intense.
This is such a Jekyll and Hyde ripoff. I mean, seriously, like.
Do we shoot him?
I don't think we really plan now. I think we've reached the end of the plan that we had.
Leah reaches into her pocket and pulls out the garrote.
Where did you get that?
I've had it.
She's had it for a long time.
It still has the bands in it. Like, did you just take it out of the box?
No, I used it once.
Yeah, it's been used.
Oh, okay.
Just very careful with other people's things. Are we grabbing him? What are we doing?
You just hear the rasp of steel coming out of sheath.
Want to talk to him, or are we just here to do a murder?
I don't
The
know.
rasp of steel in a sheath as it's being sheathed again.
I think the idea is probably to
Interrogate. Yeah. We gotta
then
find
maybe
David.
turn over to the proper authorities.
Sure. I can hand him over to Jerry.
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 All right.
All right, interrogate then. Yeah. Subdued and interrogate.
Hey. You guys did not go with the full plan. I love this.
No, I guess I'm gonna tackle this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, all right. I guess we could definitely count that as a kick some ass kind of situation, right?
Just gonna grab him.
Okay.
I think oh God, I've forgotten what I can do. Yeah, I roll weird to kick some ass. So, nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want.
Okay, what'd you get?
Show total 9.
Oh.
I have a plus
That's-
3.
that's
So
a-
a mixed success.
Okay, mixed success. All right. So on a 9, you and whoever inflicting harm with each other, and the amount of harm is based on established dangers in the game. All right. So Juno, you open the door, and you just go to bam tackle Victor. Like you've done this a bunch of times before. This is nothing too new for you. You go to tackle Victor, and you just slam against him hard. Like, he's a lot more sturdy than you imagine. And you see this gentleman look over at you, and he looks down, and he's like, "Oh, are you a fan here to ask for an autograph, or perhaps try to sneak into my room and steal one of my items of clothing?"
I was kind of hoping that maybe Pam would walk in and dramatically cock her shotgun.
Do you say that out loud? Then she'll bust into
Yeah.
dramatically cock her shotgun.
I do
Like,
say
sorry.
it out loud.
Like who's
Sorry,
Pam? Oh dear.
I missed my cue.
Gus walks in, drawing the dagger. We're gonna do to you what Russell Crowe did to The Miz.
You see him
Did
standing
a
there for
fine job with some troubling directing choices.
I was just about to say that. It wasn't that it was bad. It was just terrible directing choices. That
I've never
took a-
actually seen the original stage play. I've just been going on.
Pam's gonna hit him over the head with the butt of her shotgun.
You hear? Okay, so you do that. Max, down the hall. You, Pandora, and this other fellow that we have not given a name yet. Is giving you the $20 for the pizza. You take the $20 and you hear the sound of the bam of the shotgun of Pam bursting into the room down the hall, cocking the shotgun. Pandora looks down at you, looks down the hall, looks down at you, looks down the hall, like they're very confused and not sure what to do.
Look, hey, I don't know what's going on. Like, as hands are raised, like, pumps fist, it reconfigures into the net launcher, and going to use that to I think I'm gonna go for the smaller guy. I don't know that the net could contain Pandora, but want to at least eliminate one.
Is there any kind of like certain kind of like limit to the net launcher?
The tags are just 0 harm, close, entangling.
I will say, yes, you could definitely, because you've used this on cryptids before, I'm guessing, and this guy definitely looks like the size of like a Sasquatch almost. So yeah, definitely could.
Okay, then yeah, we'll try and shoot it at him to at least delay him from doing something else.
Okay.
So I believe that is technically a kick some ass roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a 7.
Okay. So you pretty much you're fucking harm on each other. So you launch the net out. Okay, so you've launched the net out to pretty much try to capture Pandora and like delay them. They get wrapped up in the net. They get tangled up in it, but as they go to tangle themselves up in it, they swing their arm out to like slam their forearm against your shoulder. And it's like it wasn't their intent. It doesn't seem like it was their intent to do this. It was just definitely seems like more of like random flailing in reaction to it.
All right.
And you are dealt. You're dealt 1 harm as this bam, because it hits hard, but you've taken hits like this before from big guys.
Yeah. Does this harm go through armor or not?
No, it does not go through armor.
Then I take no harm because I have science armor.
There you go.
Whatever the hell that is.
Okay, so this guy is tangled up in the net. You got bopped in the shoulder. The little fellow looks up at you, Max, and goes, "I must go warn the master." And he turns to walk down the hall, turns around, grabs the pizza box, and then runs down the hall again. We'll cut back to you guys in the dressing room. Juno, you tackled this guy. You both fall over. So you're able to tackle him to the ground, but the way he falls with you is that you just bump your head up against like a desk as you fall, and you're gonna take 1 harm because that is a dunk on the noggin.
Ow.
But you definitely knocked him down, and you have him like grappled up, but definitely felt a lot more sturdier than you thought he would be.
I have a
Forgot
question.
actors have to be buff now.
It's true. Whole triple threat thing. Quadruple threat. You have to play an instrument now too. It's bogus. Pam rolled to bop him in the head with the butt of her shotgun. Question: is this individual a reanimated dead? As Pam's wronged specialty is against zombies.
Yes.
Which I picked without knowing what the hell was going on tonight.
Yes. He does count as a reanimated dead body.
Excellent. So I rolled a 9, but because of my wronged, I know my prey, I do get a +1 ongoing when knowingly investigating, pursuing, or fighting the breed of monster that has caused my loss. So that would be a 10.
Oh, okay. So, dang. All right. So, choose the extra effect that happens. You either take advantage forward, give to another hunter, inflict terrible harm, suffer less harm, or force them to move wherever you want.
Well, they're already on the ground, so let's say I'll give a +1 forward to Juno.
Okay. How do you describe how you giving this +1 forward to Juno?
He's already on the ground, so when she goes over to sort of bop him, I don't know, maybe just hits his head back on the ground, and yeah, he's just prime target at this point.
Okay. So you see Pam bop them in the head. He's like, "What the? Ow! Why are you? Ow! Stop it! Why are you all hitting me?" And he looks up at you, Juno, who's pretty much pinned down top, and he looks over at you, Gus, also. Gus, what do you do?
drawing the dagger across him, like in the air. He traces a rune, and he's going to use some magic to trap. No, not trap. Where is it? Yeah, trap a specific person, minion, or monster, aiming it at Victor.
Okay. Is that roll some rolling magic for that?
Yes.
Okay, give me that roll for magic.
5, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, and what happens on 11 for rolling for magic?
Well, on a 10 plus, the magic works without issue, and I get to choose the effect.
Okay,
So it's
let me know
divine.
what happens. Okay, so describe how it looks when you do this.
There is a moment where the planks around Juno and this guy rumble slightly, and these vines shoot up past Juno and just shibari bind the Victor.
Okay. All right, so these vines wrap up Victor, holding him in place, and we cut to the hallway. Leah, you're in the hallway, holding your gun, keeping your head on the swivel, and then you hear it, something skittering down the hallway, holding a pizza box in their arm. You see this skinny, scrawny little stage tech wearing this turtleneck and one large bug eye. He's like, what? And who are you?
I'm a detective here. I've solved your plot, and I'm here to arrest you. There are 30 armed individuals outside.
30?
Yes, waiting. They've surrounded the establishment, and they are here to take you in. You should surrender yourself and your pizza.
Give me a manipulate someone.
Okay, cool. I can manipulate people using sharp. And allegedly, is it not gonna roll? There we go. That's bad. That's a 6.
Ooh, okay. On a 6.
Don't
Yep.
you get a +1 for because you're pursuing?
Oh, that's
roll
right,
to
yeah.
Save Devin.
That's
Why would I get a +1?
Because at the beginning you get a +1.
I already
bonus.
saved. That was for
you-
Sandy, wasn't it?
yeah, that was for Sandy.
Yeah, I already saved Sandy.
Mhm,
And that's
yeah.
only if I get a 10, so
Yeah.
unfortunately.
All right. So, with that 6, so I mean, mark your. Do I say they get advancement for
I don't
this?
remember
Sid?
if we're getting XP today or not.
Do you want to give them XP for this, Sid, or should we say no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Get your advancement. If you rolled 6 today, you get your advancement points. The stagehand like squints their normal size eye, like. Did you say they're after my pizza?
They're after you and tangentially your pizza.
Why would they want my pizza?
I
That's
said
silly.
put the pizza box down, sir, or I
am
will
not-
shoot with this gun that I know how to use.
Do you know how to use the pizza? Do you know how to use that gun?
Yes.
Because I am beginning to believe there is there may not be people outside, and you may not be a detective or anything.
I definitely know how to use the gun. I have shot people with it. Maybe
It looks-
not the people I intended to shoot, but people
It
have been
definitely-
shot by this gun.
It definitely looks like you may need to do something big to really make them sway, because they do not look like they believe you right
I
now.
don't have much. I point the gun at him.
Okay. You point that gun at him. He looks at the pizza box, and he just chucks the pizza box at you. He just wings the pizza box at you like a frisbee, and this pizza box spins in the air, and it dukes you against the forehead, Leah, giving you 1 harm.
Ow!
Massive paper cut. Cardboard cut. Ow.
It's just like a duke in the forehead, and he like looks at you, and he goes to run past you to try to run into the room. What do you do?
Jeez. I don't have a lot I can do, y'all. I think Leah just yelps and then like jumps onto his back to try to hold him, hold him down.
You have the garrote.
I'm not good. Oh well, I had the gun in my hand. I don't think I had the garrote in my hand.
Jump on his back, Yoda style, and start pistol whipping him.
Yeah, I think that's what it just jumps on his back and starts trying to hit him with the gun.
But I want you to get a +1 forward for it because this is just so great.
It's like when every time we play this game, I think there's no way she's gonna be as dumb as last time.
That's a 12.
Oh my god.
I have a +0. I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Okay, so on a 12, you get all of that and you get to get an extra thing. What happens?
One of them is like you can force them where you want them, right?
Yeah, you can force them where you want them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to force him. I'm trying to like redirect him towards which room is he trying to go into? Is the room
He's trying where Victor is at. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm trying to keep.
So you're gonna take it where he wants to go?
I'm not gonna take him there. No, if that's where he wants to go, I'm essentially gonna jockey him down the hallway.
You Left 4 Dead.
Yes, you're basically jockeying this guy and just flailing, screaming, hitting them in the forehead with the gun. And this is you're able to weave them down the hallway where you want them to go.
Whoever's in charge of music, we're getting aggressively close to having to do the Benny Hill theme.
I mean, I can look for a karaoke version, I suppose.
Oh, and what do you do as you lead him down the hall, Leah?
Just is yelling like, "Hey, help, help, help!"
Okay, so Max, you're at the one end of the hallway. You're ducking and weaving around the swinging arms of Pandora, who's stuck in this net. They just look, like I said, they looked very confused. And you feel like these actions they're doing are more instinctual rather than aggressive.
Look, buddy, don't want to hurt you. So I'm just gonna scoot on past you and, we'll come cut you out once everything's all handled. And I am gonna try and scoot around him.
Okay. Give me a manipulate someone for this. Because when you say that to him, it looks like you might be reaching him.
Okay. I've got 0 for charm, so let's see how this goes. That's a 7.
Okay, with a 7, you'll do it, but only if you do something right now to show that you mean it, to show that you will free them and that you don't mean any harm. You're just here to go talk to this guy.
I think, how to do this in a non-threatening way. But like the hand shifts from the net launcher into like some of the fingers like come together and form, like fuse together into a blade, but like keeping it like far away so that it's not gonna come anywhere near him right now. It's just like, I can get you out, but we gotta go talk to your boss and figure out why he's kidnapping people.
Pandora, looks like they're struggling against the net. Like they're confused. They're not scared, just very confused of what's going on. But as you explain that to them, they go, okay, and they kind of like calm down and sit there and just go, and just sits there like straightforward. Like they believe you.
All right, we'll be back as soon as I can.
And they nod, but what they do is they take their fist and they blam it on the ground, making a dent of like, you better be telling the truth kind of thing.
Max, just make sure to keep a wide berth, keep eyes on him until like going like down another hallway, and then.
So you back out the room, and then you cut down the hallway, and you hear Leah screaming, "Help! Help!" as you see Leah right on the back of this really scrawny little stagehand leading him down the hall, like towards, I would say definitely towards you and where the room is at. So you kind of see her just running down the hall with this guy on this guy's back.
I mean, if that works, and like prepares another net launcher.
Okay.
All right, Leah, just try and steer him a little to the left. No, the other left, and then gonna try and launch a net at. It's gonna get both of them, but
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to kick some ass.
Can I assist if I need to?
Yes, you 100% can assist. Yes.
I'll see where the
doesn't look
roll
like
is
I'll
first.
need it though, because that's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you launched the net at him, and the net falls on top of them. But because it was an 8, you're still going to you're going to take some harm from them also. So and Leah's just going to get tangled in it, so they're not going to take harm either. Because what happens is, they get tangled up. Both Leah and the stagehand get tangled up in the net, but this guy is still running at you, Max, and you both collide into each other like BAM! And you both fall backwards, and you beef it hard, taking 2 harm. Because he
Alright.
just collided with you at full sprint. But you're now right outside the door of the dressing room, and you see that Gus has done some magic and is bound up Victor. We cut back inside the room. Victor is bound up. Surprise, in a shibari tie. Very unique choice of tie knot. Not gonna complain.
We're fun here.
We're fun. We have fun here, guys. We do. Victor looks around at all of you. So, I'm guessing you're not fans.
Gus is reaching up. There is like a vine that reaches to the ceiling and towards the door where Gus is standing. He'll reach up towards that vine. Where is Devin?
Oh, you mean the star of my show? Oh, yes. They are currently going through the actor's workshop right now. They are not to be disturbed.
Where?
Oh, the actor workshop is here in the building, not too far down the hall, but I cannot let you go there.
Gus pulls down on the vine and then lets it snap back into place. And there's a pulse of magic that ricochets off the vine and straight down into Victor. I'm gonna roll to deal a point of damage.
Okay.
Oh no, I closed the goddamn thing. There we go. 8, 11.
Okay. Oh, 11. Wow. All right. So you will
Oh,
inflict some.
I have actually a perk from the chosen tree called Devastating, so I do 2 damage.
Oh. Okay.
Ignoring armor, I think. Let me double check. Because there are some things. I apologize. Inflict harm, ignores armor. It's magic
Okay.
and obvious.
So okay, you get that. You inflict 2 harm, and you also get to choose one of the extra effects because you got a +10. Because you got 11, right?
Yeah, I don't have it advanced.
Oh no, but you still on a +10. You get to choose one for kick some ass.
No, it's use magic.
Oh, it's use
I-
magic. Oh, my
yeah, I don't
mistake.
have that
Okay,
situation.
okay.
You're fine.
But yeah, you give the vine a tug. You send magical energy up through the vine, and it travels across, and it slams into Victor, and he goes, ah!
Oh, he's freaky. All right.
Oh, this was something right there. And when that happens, you hear something like a coming from his chest as you see this purple light start to glow, much like the magical energy that you just slammed into him. And he's just, oh, this is better than what I was going to do. And that energy rockets throughout his body, and he floats up off the ground, radiating in that magical energy, and he floats back down like, oh, yes, whatever that was fantastic. And you hear that sound of like what sounds like a dynamo in his chest, kind of whirring over and over again.
Uh-oh.
Gus, why don't you go get your friend and we'll clean this up. Just gonna take a shot at him. Fuck this guy.
Okay, roll that. Roll to hit and to kick some ass.
Okay. It's an 8. Plus 3 is an 11. Plus 1, because he's undead, is a 12.
Jeez. Okay, so you get to deal harm, but you get one of those extra little things.
Sweet. Yeah, we'll do extra damage. So that's a 3 for the shotgun, so that's a 4.
Does it ignore armor, or is it?
Nah, just regular.
Okay. So you blast the shotgun blast into Victor, and when you fire the shot, that purple light flickers hard. Like it just like it took a big heavy blow, and he kind of like floats down a bit of like, oh, huh. And he looks at the rest of you. What do you do?
Are we killing him?
You all told me y'all wanted to turn him in, so that's on the table.
I mean, knock him out.
And then we'll decide.
I'll contribute to this since Pam has shot him pretty good. There's like, he's got like stuff in here, right? Like,
Oh, there's a
laying
lot of
around.
stuff in here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
Just
in here.
grab like. Oh no! I'm gonna pick up the chair he was sitting in and just.
Bash him with it. Yes,
Turn
do
into
it.
a
Yeah.
stage chair where everything's already cut.
Do it.
Still hurts. Go. Oh my god, that's a 9 again.
You got a
You got
plus
plus
one
one
from
forward.
Pam.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
plus 4 forward. Yeah.
fuck. 10.
So that's a 10.
I forgot.
Yeah, so you get to choose an extra effect.
I lost the page, but do I? I don't know.
You can do extra damage.
Yeah,
put it
man.
where
Chair's
you want him.
probably. Well, so I was trying to decide between those two, but I think I'm gonna do extra damage because I don't.
Okay.
Chair's blunt force anyway. He'll be alright.
All right. You take this chair and you slam it into his side. And this is definitely not a pre-broken stage chair, so it slams him. He's like, oh! And he flicked that purple light flickers also again, and it then just dies down, and he lands on the floor like, oh, well, that was anticlimactic. Figured I'd get to do something with all of that first. Well,
Stay down.
fine. He like lays down on the ground. He's down the hall if you want to find him.
Spins on the spot and starts heading down the hall.
Okay,
Tie him up.
you tie Victor up. Gus, you head out of the hallway, and in the hallway, you currently see Leah and the stagehand stuck under a net. With Leah, are you still screaming and hitting them in the head with the blood of the gun?
Yeah, hasn't stopped until he stops
Has-
moving.
Has not stopped, just screaming, yelling, slamming this guy in the over and over again with the handle of a gun, while both are stuck under a net. Max is just kind of standing up to his feet because he just got collided into by this guy.
It's like a low angle shot of Gus's pants and shoes as he walks past Leah, and he just says, "You've got it handled."
I've got it.
You head to the room that Victor directed to you, and you open the door, and inside of this room, you see Devin. And Devin is currently in his human form. He is laid on the slab of the table, and you see that there is like a dotted line across his forehead, and he's laying there like, hey Gus, how's it going?
It's going. I'm
So
not
you
gonna
remember-
get into what you're into, but
Oh, no. I'd really like if you could help me out because this, remember the play role I got?
mhm.
Yeah. I think it was a scam.
I told you this is why you don't answer roll calls off of Craigslist, and he'll walk over.
So you walk over, you free Devin. Victor is tied up. Max, you are standing up to your feet. You see that Juno and Pam have handled Victor. You see that Gus has went to go free Devin. And you hear from behind you, you hear a
All right. Got the poking head into the room with Victor, Pam, and Juno. Okay. Seems like everyone's subdued. Big guy is playing nice for now. May not play nice for very long. What are we doing? And we probably should keep whatever his fate is hidden from the big guy.
Gus is gonna pull away from Devin, tapping him on the shoulder, like, yeah, good job, kid. Saddle up to Leah in a very low tone. Check him.
Check him, like,
See if that's really Devin.
okay. Can you get me out of this net first?
Yeah, you cut Leah out of the net. Leah, you're able, it's not even difficult. You scan Devin's mind. This is definitely Devin.
Yeah, it's him.
So, you guys have rescued the missing person. The current Victor Stein is currently tied up. Pandora, Max is currently dealing with Pandora, letting him know, what went down in a nice civil way. You're able to explain to them that, hey, this guy is not a good person, and that they did some pretty bad things. And you explain that to both Pandora and the stagehand. They're now out of work. What do you do with Pandora and the stagehand, Max? Because they're definitely out of work now.
How much did Victor ever let you two go into his lab?
They look at each other, and they look back at you. Oh, all the time. Yeah, we were his lab assistants. They made Pandora in the lab.
Right. How would you like to work in a lab that is sensible?
Sensible facilities. What is the pay? Because they paid us in pizza crusts.
I can at least pay you in pizza slices, and we'll figure out the rest from there.
Pizza slices. This is like a 401k. I am in. Pandora, are you in?
Yes, I am in.
We are in. We will be working. Yes.
All right.
Investing the rest of the pizza in mutual funds. Oh no.
Never quite got your name there.
My name is Igor.
Probably could have guessed that, but thought it safer to ask.
That's
All
it.
right.
Yes. So yes, you guys solved the mystery. You gained some new lab assistants, and yeah, that's it. We have a conclusion to another Terror Tale of Concord. Title card. Thank you guys for playing my game.
Thanks, Wally.
that I wrote.
Thanks, Wally.
Thanks,
I hope
Wally.
I hope
was
you guys
great.
enjoyed it. I hope you guys had fun.
So much
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, small vignette. Like as the title card Terror Tales of Concord comes up, it's like curtains closing and it opens back up to like the credits rolling, but stage props keep on coming out with the cast members and the reciting lines of a play.
Oh my god. I
Yes,
love
I
it.
love that.
That's
So
cute.
cute.
I
Yes.
love it.
But yeah, thank you guys for playing. Thank you all out there for watching us play this game.
wait, I gotta find our favorite song. There we go.
Find it like we ever don't know exactly where it
Yeah,
is.
it's really. We always know it's there. It's the song also in our hearts. But yeah, this has been an Elegant Creatures one shot. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching. We'll do some old stars and wishes. Thank you to my players. Why don't we get started with Val?
Oh boy. Yeah, stars and wishes. I'm gonna give. I mean, obviously, the star goes to Wally today for running this. But I'm gonna also give a star for was it Gus that ran past in the hallway and was like, "You got this, you good?" and just like kept
Oh no,
going.
it was a very flat delivery. Like, you got this.
Yeah, that was a very good part of it because that was such a stupid turn of events that happened. But yeah, if I wish just to do more of this with you guys. I'm so much fun.
My star for you is just Leah going, I don't know what to do. I don't have anything to do with it. I have nothing. I have no answer for this. Feral goblin mode, jump on their back, screaming, hitting them over and over again. It's just the image of this moth girl jumping on this guy's back, screaming nonstop, just hitting them away, even after they've fallen over, still screaming, is just such a great image. I love it so much.
I was very happy with how that all turned out.
It was wonderful. Thank you. Savvy, what you got?
My star is gonna go to Pam because I love Pam.
I love Pam so
And
much.
I want Pam to be around all the time. And I think she makes an excellent addition to the team. And she knows how to work with Juno, which very few people do. So yeah, for Pam. My wish is for Juno to now have a very big friend.
Yes, right. Juno now has a big friend.
She doesn't have any friends that are bigger than her.
Juno has a big friend now. That's right.
Pandora
Like,
and Juno have brunch
Sparring
now.
buddy.
Oh yeah, they totally have sparring matches. They totally do.
Sparring and brunch.
Yeah, sparring.
Yeah.
brunch.
Bottomless mimosas, then sparring.
That's my wish.
My star for you, it was the whole thing, like, of the whole joke that you started of, like, maybe this is a sex thing. Is this a sex thing? I love
had
that was like the one thing, like, because Sandy is known for many things, but it's like, is this a sex thing? Because I mean, we don't really know that about him.
Could have been.
Yeah, and I love that was like the path you took for that. Also, I just loved just general, just all of this in general, just great. I got nothing else, but I'll figure out something else eventually. Alex, what you got for me?
Let's see. I think my star is going to go to Wally specifically for how Victor was asking as we started assaulting him. He's just like, what, are you just like fans that want to conceal my stuff? And then just like, ow, why are you hitting me? As if like he thinks he has done nothing wrong and is honestly confused as to why we have burst in to stop him. And so just the conceited villain is a fun trope. Wish. Max now has so many lab assistants. We need to see a scene of the neighborhood kids interacting with Igor and Pandora now.
My star for you is I just loved that conversation you were having with Pandora. I love that Max was just having a normal conversation with them, even though Pandora was just replying in grunts. It was just great. I love that so much. RJ, what you got? Your stars and wishes.
Hello, everybody. Stars and wishes. Yeah, star to you, Wally, for running this amazing, fun game. I definitely had a blast, as I normally do when we play this game. I really hope we get to play it again in the future. But also, yeah, I'm gonna give a star to Leah. Just Screaming, gun butting, jockey style, backpack Yoda with a gun.
It's such a great image. I loved it. I definitely want to give my star to you, RJ, personally, for just rolling with it. I just threw you right into the deep end and said, yep, you're getting involved with the opening stinger. Deal with it. And I just love that you just dove in with it. It was great. And yeah, I just love role playing with you. It's fun.
As Patrick Stewart once said, acting.
And last but not least, Greek Sid, what you got? Stars and wishes. Hit me.
Hey, I mean, obviously, Star, thank you again, Wally, for giving my brain mush a break this week, and we all got to hang out and still have fun. Yay! My star is gonna go to Max for just all of the laboratory shade against Victor of just like, even his notes are a mess. Yeah, I appreciated how much Max was both in his element and just really ticked off that this place sucked. It was wonderful.
What's your wish?
My wish is that this is totally canon, and anyone that got XP, please take it, because it counts.
Okay, that is a wish, and boop, granted. My star for you is I just love how Pam is such a natural fit in the crew. Like, it's just, she just fits in perfectly with everyone, and I loved it. Like, it's like Savvy said, it's like she already gets how Juno works, and I think to be part of the crew, you got to know how to work with Juno, and I think that's kind of like a prerequisite that everyone has to go through. But yeah, that was my stars for all you guys. My wish is that that we get to play some more, and I play with all you guys in the future as the star that we are on slowly rotates and the core dies down and we achieve planet death. Just a floating ball in space.
It started so positive.
I saw Val's face going, hey, oh. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for watching this game. Thank you for staying in chat. Thank you for all you people just supporting us. Support these people. Give them follows on their socials that they're appearing in the chat right now. Thank you all.
Promotion.
Oh, yes.
Thingy.
Oh, yeah, do your thingy.
I'm gonna put in chat. I am playing a charity stream on twitch.tv/thebards Playhouse. I just put in chat. 12 o'clock Eastern this Sunday. Sunday. I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade for the first time in years. And yeah, it's a fun Malk character. She should be great. And I will be teasing my hair within an inch of its life. If anything, just come hang out to see that, I think. I will. And charity.
Just for the charity and Sid's giant hair is why we show. We show for the charity, we stay for Sid's giant hair. But yes, come check that out. It'll be fantastic. Support people on the channel. Support them and all their other projects. Follow them on Twitter. I forgot what we're supposed to say at the end of a GGK broadcast, but I do remember that we do say thank you all for showing up. And once again, good game, good night. Mwah. Bang.